And so I just got a Push 3 standalone from the recent sale and was really excited to try the stem separation that Ableton introduced in the last update, to flip a soul sample with the help of this amazing AI era feature that producers back in the day could only dream of. But to my surprise, splitting the stems didn't really help me flip the sample in a better way. And it's not because there's anything wrong with the stems feature, it's actually quite impressive to have it in a standalone Groovebox. But you know, sometimes keeping it simple and just chopping the sample in the traditional way is simply better. You know, the way we did it before the AI era, and there's still something really satisfying about making music with your hands on a hardware device. So I sampled this song by Shack Attack, and I thought it was the perfect use case for stem separation. A dope musical phrase that I could otherwise not be able to use because it's not an open loop. There are drums underneath it. After recording the sample straight into Push, and yes, I was working in standalone mode, I cropped a 4-bar loop because I knew I had to keep it as short as possible. You see, AI features run better when you have a decent GPU, and I was pretty sure this wasn't the case with Push 3, so separating the stems for a longer sample would take ages. Ableton's stem separation technology has been licensed from Moises.ai, and it works like every other similar algorithm. It can extract drums, bass, vocals, and other, with other being mostly the harmony, like chords being played by pianos, guitars, and all kinds of miscellaneous sounds. So you can't just mute the drums and leave the rest intact, like you can do with Serato's stem separation, which is what I would prefer to do. But obviously there's no Serato sample on Push 3 standalone. But I thought, hey, maybe I will come up with something better this way. So I extracted the vocal stem and the other stem. And went on to chop them separately. But yeah, I don't know, this didn't really work so well for me. I created a loop with the chords and then went on to chop the vocal, and that's where I kind of hit a bit of a roadblock. Rearranging the vocals and the harmony separately was okay, but I felt like I was getting a worse result than if I had kept them locked to each other like they are in the original composition. And on top of this, I encountered a bug where the Push 3 display was no longer showing the waveform of the vocal part. Where did it go? I mean, Ableton are usually quick to fix such bugs, so I'm not too worried about it, but it was a bit frustrating. And sure, I could have just resampled the harmony and the vocals playing together to merge them in a single sample to essentially achieve the effect of muting the drums and the bass. But this was pretty much my first beat on my own Push 3 after I had it briefly around 2 years ago, so I'm still getting used to the workflow and I didn't wanna overcomplicate things. I just wanted to make a dope beat. And honestly, my patience and inspiration were about to run out, so I resorted to just chopping the whole sample with the drums in it, and felt like I was back on track actually. And the fact that Push 3 has simpler with real-time time stretch was key here. Is there any other standalone Groovebox that has real-time time stretch in the sampler? Does the new MPC have it? I really don't know, let me know down in the comments. So with this real-time time stretch, as long as my chops were right where the drums of the song are hitting, they were going to be in sync with my own drums. Then I recorded a bass line using one of my own presets from the Driftwave pack, link in the description by the way. I mean, when I managed to get the bass line working with the sample, I knew I was back in the game. And then I loaded up the compressor on the sample, sidechained it to the drums, which also helped kinda hide the drums that were still in the sample and prevented them from clashing with my own drums. And then I added some more instruments like glockenspiel and Rhodes from Ableton's stock packs. And I still had some space for a lead synth, and this one was from my Synth Hop Essentials pack. What's your take on AI tools like stem separation? Do you actually use them? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to hear from you. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more videos like this, and here's another one you may like, and I will catch you later.